Hey guys, Marble here, and today I thought we'd talk about this past weekend's, Modern Warfare beta. The game comes out in October, on October 25th, and I'm really, really excited for it. They had an open beta on Saturday and Sunday this past weekend, and if you pre-order the game, you got access on Thursday, of which I did pre-order the game, so I did play a little bit longer than some were able to. All the footage you're seeing is from my Xbox experience. That being said, I did play some of the PC version of the beta as well, so keep that in mind while I talk about the game. So jumping into this beta, I had not great expectations. Honestly, I haven't been convinced yet of, the alpha footage and the trailers. I think this game could be really, really good. I wasn't really expecting much, though. This is an Activision game, and in recent years, I've been burned by plenty of Activision games. They've ruined some games that I already enjoyed, and I just wasn't excited. So my first match was, of course, a 2v2 mode. Let's just say I was literally blown away. I could not believe how good this game was going. Not only did it feel like a modern game finally, but it slowed down in some spots, and then it was fast in other spots where it should be. It was just a modern Call of Duty, and it felt really, really good. Now I'll try to break it down further as I play more multiplayer matches and I tell you about it. But it's really hard to explain. But of course, talking about the 2v2 mode, it was really competitive and it was kind of genuinely great. It was different and it felt really good. Now you spawn with two random weapons and everyone spawns with the same weapons. So it is a competition of skill with whatever tools you have as opposed to who has the better weapon as something like Fiesta from Halo. The mode is several rounds long and it goes so fast and it encourages you to get in, get out, all or nothing. It's a minute long rounds, if that, and then you rinse and repeat. And so, I've never really played a whole lot of 2v2 modes, but I really enjoyed this, and I cannot wait to play more of it. After that, I headed over to regular multiplayer. This is traditional Call of Duty multiplayer, and it's a little bit of what you'd imagine. It feels like a return to form for Infinity Ward, at least. And it's a major upgrade, but at the same time, it feels so familiar. It was great. Now, the thing I liked about it, of course, as I mentioned, is the gameplay was just tight and felt good, and the game just looks so much better. It's running on a new engine. That being said, the layouts of the maps were finally something that wasn't just dumbed down. It wasn't oversimplified. It was great. The maps were visually not as exciting, in my opinion. I played 3 maps total, and the one that was grassy that you should be seeing gameplay of here in a minute, I really did like, but the other ones I thought visually were a little lackluster. But that being said, the way those maps flowed was just so good. It wasn't redundant, wasn't simplified. And now talking about regular multiplayer stuff, kill streaks do make a return in this game, and that's okay. I'm not a huge fan. I'm not blown away by kill streaks, but I always prefer score streaks. They also did away with the class system, and I think it's for the better. It didn't really work in Black Ops 4, in my opinion. The gameplay was just too run and gun for, something like that to work, as opposed to how it works in Siege. So they got rid of that. Every person is their own person. Now they do have a special ability. For example, I was able to drop a little barricade. I don't know what you officially call it. The little metal barricade for cover. And I think it works having ability like that. I don't think it breaks the game. It just adds, it adds something nice, especially for when you're playing an objective game mode. It's not a lot. It's not changing the COD formula like Black Ops 4. It's just a little deployable cover, and it's great. Now, lastly, I did get to play the Ground War mode, which was amazing. I love the Battlefield series, but I haven't enjoyed the game since Battlefield 3 and 4, and I did really like Hardline, but that was the last one that I really liked. The recent Battlefield games, I don't care for them. They're not my favorite. I don't want to play them for long periods of time. But this mode, though, was just stupid fun. It was broken. It was beautiful. It's what Battlefield should be. And the gameplay is pretty much like Battlefield in terms of the objective, but gameplay-wise, it feels more like a large-scale COD match where everybody's running and gunning. And honestly, it was great. I thought it was so much fun. I don't care if you don't have to rely on teamwork. I don't care if it's goofy, and I know the spawns were broken a little bit, and the kill streaks were a little rough. I didn't have as many issues as the internet was clearly having. That being said, I was having so much fun that I don't care. I can't wait for this mode. This mode pretty much sold the game for me. I doubted this mode to work very well anyways, and technically didn't work very well, but it was so much fun. Now, in terms of the gameplay, I've tried to allude to it a little bit over this video, but I love the way the gameplay works in this game. If you fire your weapon, like it just feels like it's powerful, like it's a meaty, like your bullet is an actual projectile and it's hurtling towards your enemy. I also don't like to play with vibration on, but I didn't want to turn it off in this game. Like, it just felt like it was impactful, like it actually meant something in this game. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a combination of the animations, the sounds, vibration, the impact that kind of actually has on your enemy and the way the bullet feels in game. And honestly, there's not really a good way of explaining it. You just kind of have to experience it. Now, I know for PC users, the vibration part you're not going to understand unless you have some weird mouse with vibration on it. That, I don't know. But just the way this game plays was better than I really imagined. There's not really a better way to say that. In the previous games, I feel like you're just spewing lasers and then somebody dies. In this game, like, it feels impactful. And I think that's part of the engine upgrade, but the game just feels so much fun to play. And there's not really a good way of breaking it down. It's just super good. Alright, I know this video may have been really awkward trying to follow through because it's really just me wanting to tell you about my experience with the beta. But I am now convinced this game could legitimately be one of my favorite multiplayer games in recent time, my go-to multiplayer until next fall. I am a skeptic, and I still, I'm excited for the game, but Activision, who knows, But credit where credit is due, Infinity Ward is doing a great job so far, and I am ready for this game to come out. So I did want to share my experiences with you guys this past weekend. As the game gets closer to release, I'll be sure to talk about it, hopefully more in depth. But until then, Mobile Xbox is covering everything from the Microsoft and Xbox platforms, mostly as news, and I hope to see you all in the game.